Guys, it's me, it's Queen Offset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. So I got something very important for you today, okay? During the course of my dating history, I've done quite a few things that lacked integrity. I've told you guys this before. And one of those things was being in relationships with several males that were married. So today we're going to talk about the top 10 tired ass excuses that married men give when they're cheating. Tomorrow or a couple days later after I've made the list, I'm going to do the top 10 things that women do when they're cheating too on their husband. But I'm still working on that list. Let's do this list. First of all, they always have all these excuses. The bottom line is that they and the woman that they're cheating with lack integrity. Bottom line. But they always try to talk you into engaging in these types of relationships. And they always give you these supposed good reasons, okay? So I'm giving these to you so that if you're in the dating game, you don't fall for these, because these I hear over and over again with me, with other people I've talked to, people that I've counseled, people who have done cards for. Every time it comes up a situation where the man is married, I hear these same 10 tired excuses. So if you hear these, I mean, if I had $1 for all of the rap, all of the game that brothers have tried to run on me, I swear I would have $1,000,000. But after Voldemort, none of that shit worked. After you've been with somebody who's that treacherous and that manipulative, you are forever vigilant. Forever vigilant. Did not get in that situation again. So after being with somebody who's so negative, so deceptive, and he wasn't married, but he had a lot of those deceptive, sneaky, treachery traits. And after being with somebody who's so abusive for so long, you make sure you don't fall for nobody's shit ever again. So that's how I compiled this list, and that's why I compiled this list, to help some of you from falling for the bullshit too. Number one, every married man says, I think this is probably the one that they always say, probably even first. Whenever you start to talk with a married man and he does admit that he's married, because some of them won't even tell you, but the ones who admit that they're married, they will always tell you, my wife doesn't understand me. You always get this one. She doesn't understand him. She doesn't support his dreams. She doesn't understand his vision. I have heard this so many times and fell for it once. I used to talk to this guy. He was a Libra. Long distance relationship. He was in California. I was all the way in Philadelphia, and we had an emotional cheating going on. And then I ended up going to see him on several different occasions. 2 different occasions, actually. And the wife found out. It was a big mess. It was nasty, and it ended. But it went on for years. And I'm talking like 9 or 10. It went on for a long time. And like I said, it was mostly an emotional thing, but this was his shit, that she didn't understand him, and he was just this whole misunderstood genius, and I was the only person who supported him and supported his dreams and understands him. Ladies, a man will always tell you, married or not, that you're the only one who understands him. You're the only one who supports him. You're the only one who's there for him. Whenever you hear that, pay attention, because that's generally a manipulation. And in this case, definitely. The next one, we don't have sex. Almost every married man swears he's not getting sex. He's not getting frequent sex. He don't get enough sex. Oh, she only touched me sometimes. Every married man tells you this tired ass shit. This is so he can get a lot of sex out of you, because that's what the affair is about. The affair is about sex, generally. It's not too many times that there's anything really tangible to it. It's about sex. It's about fun. It's all about those frivolous kind of things. Having some fun, having something on the side, something exciting. But a lot of it boils down to sex. And sometimes that's really what it's all about. So he always, almost always, will swear they're not being intimate, or they're barely intimate, or it's rare that he gets some. When 9 times out of 10 he's having sex every day. 9 times out of 10 he's having as much sex with her as he's having with you. Next one. We are getting divorced. Every married man is getting divorced or he's separated. That's what they always say. Sometimes they'll even go as far as to call the woman my ex-wife. There was one guy, he was seeing a friend of mine, and he was a married man, and he swore his marriage was in shambles, and he was so, abused by his wife, and, he was just so taken advantage of, and he swore they were getting divorced, and he sleeps on a couch, and they're not intimate. Come to find out, they were planning a trip to Jamaica to renew their vows. The wife thought they were very much in love, had no idea that this was going on, and she found out about my friend, and it was a whole big mess. So my thing to her was that, that's the gerby gerb. All of these 10 are gerby gerb. That's what that is. The gerby gerb is bullshit. The gerby gerb is just when somebody's running game to you. Then they'll say, we are just together for the kids. Every married man is just there for the kids. It's the kids. He love the kids so much. 9 times out of 10 don't even spend time with the kids. 9 times out of 10 he spend more time with you than the kids. But he's there because of the kids. It's always that reason. Either she's not going to take care of the kids, or the kids need him, or their special needs, or some kind of bullshit that he's probably not helping with anyway. He's going to swear it's because of the kids. We can't afford to live separately. I've heard this a lot. This is the financial angle. It's 2 financial angles. This is one of them. So they don't have enough money to separate. They need to live together because they need both of their incomes to take care of themselves and the kids. But this doesn't make sense because people get divorced and break up every freaking day, and they find a way to take care of themselves. They find a way to live separately, and they're fine every day. So this is just more of the gerby gerb. She can't take care of the kids or the home without me. So many men swear that their wife is going to fall apart if they leave. Oh, she'll never be the same. She can't take care of the kids. If I'm not there, she's not going to put out the trash. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do that. And they swear, poor thing, she's so weak and so feeble that she cannot possibly take care of herself by herself. And he just has to be there because her whole life is going to fall apart. Child, bye. Goodbye, child. What's going to happen is she's going to get off her ass and she's going to make it happen like every other woman has done since the beginning of time. She might be sad. She might be hurt. She might be, really emotionally distraught. But she's going to get off her ass and she's going to make it happen. 9 times out of 10, every once in a while, one of us might not be able to. But every woman I know who's been in this situation where she had to get divorced or something like that, no matter how upset she was, she got up and made it happen. When I had to get divorced, I had no money. I didn't know where to go. I was working. I was like, I didn't even have enough money to get the apartment. But guess what? In 3 months, I had an apartment and I was up the street doing me. So she'll be okay. And they swear she's so weak and so feeble. That poor thing. I don't know how she stands up by herself. Without him there to propel her forward. I don't know how she does it. Then they'll tell you she's cheating on me. Oh my God. They're all cheating on him. Oh my God. She's cheating on me, usually, or she cheats head on him. This is to make it seem like it's morally okay for him to do the same thing. Because since she did it, he got a right to now do it too. Bullshit. 9 times out of 10, she didn't cheat. And he been cheating, and you're not the first one. 9 times out of 10. And if she did cheat on him, and now he's cheating back or something like that, this is a very messy relationship that you need not get involved with. Let them do them. Everything is the wife's fault. Oh my God, with the excuses, everything is the wife's fault. He will take no accountability, or he'll take limited accountability. Everything is the wife's fault. The wife doesn't understand him. The wife doesn't do this. She doesn't have sex with him. She's never home. She works too much. Everything is going to be her fault. And very little is he going to take responsibility for. This happens almost every time. I'm just waiting until I get more financially stable. A lot of married men will tell you they have to save money. They have to do something along those lines. They have to get a better job. They need to move. They always have some kind of financial plan that's going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years for him to be able to do. Meanwhile, he's still buying Italian leather shoes. Meanwhile, he's still taking his family on vacations. Meanwhile, he's still wasting money on bullshit with you. So he's wasting money, but telling you that he's getting financially stable so that the two of you can be together. But it's bullshit, because he's not. He's spending money and he's doing him. The last one, she would take me to the cleaners. If I had $1 for every time I've heard this one, I'd really be rich. This one here, she would take me to the cleaners. It's a statement that means my wife is going to take everything. In reality, she's not going to take everything. She's going to take half. She's going to take half in most states. I don't think it's like that in every state, but she's going to take half in most cases of whatever the two of you accumulated while the two of you were together. Which I think in most cases is pretty fair, unless of course she hasn't worked the whole time, and in that case. But in that case, she has been living there, taking care of him, and maybe doing other duties. So the courts find it fair in most cases to give her half of what they've accumulated. So is she going to take him to the cleaners? No, he's going to lose half. The other half is still going to be his. He's probably going to have to pay something in child support if they have kids, something in spousal support in certain cases. So it is going to cost him, but he has a job. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I've never seen a married man die unless he killed himself or jumped out the window or something. I've never seen, a financial support kill a man, ever. They whine about it. They bitch about it. But guess what? That's your kid. That's your kid. So whatever you're spending, whatever you're giving, this woman, this ex-wife, whatever you're giving her to take care of your children, best believe in most cases, we are spending more than that. When my daughter's father was giving me child support, my monthly budget was 3 times what he was giving me. That little drop in the bucket paid like miscellaneous. I still had to pay for everything else. So a lot of men complain about that, not realizing that the little bit of money that they're throwing is really not even that much. So that's the last one. Those are the top 10 tired ass excuses that married men will give you. So ladies, if you have a married man in your face, I don't care what your sign is, if you have a married man in your face and he's spitting one or some of these tired ass excuses at you, I want you to know up front that it's bullshit. And if he really loves you, if he really wants to be with you, if he's really serious about you, tell him to handle his business and holler at you when he's done. Get divorced, not separated, not still living there, none of that kind of shit. Get seriously divorced from your wife. Get your own place and handle whatever emotional stuff is still there, and then find me. That's what you tell him. Because if you hang in there, 9 times out of 10, he's still going to be telling you the same tired ass excuses 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 15 years later. I was talking to a guy once, and he told me that his father has been married to his wife for 30 years. But he has been with his mistress for 25. So that means that he was married for 5 years when him and her got together. And for 25 years, he strung her along with the gerb. So don't let them do that to you, ladies. If he's a married man, don't mess with him. Leave his ass right there. And tell him when he get free, he'll know how to find you. And if he really wants to be with you, that's exactly what he'll do. He'll dissolve that marriage and be at your house in 15 minutes. Okay? He'll be there. But if you sit there and play this game with him, he's just going to keep playing the game. You see? So this is what I've experienced. This is what I've seen. And I'm hoping that you don't get caught up with the gerby gerb. Have some integrity. If somebody's in a relationship, let them dissolve and finish their relationship before you try to have a relationship with them. Because the bottom line is, once that space is open, now you get to be the one who's cheated on. If you play this game with him, you'll be the next one who doesn't understand him, who doesn't give him enough sex. You'll take the place of that poor wife. Now it's poor you. And guess what? You deserved it because you played the game. Okay? All right, guys, listen up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps the channel to continue to grow, okay? If you know somebody who would like to hear this or somebody who needs to hear this, send them this video and tell them I said, hey, no judgment. We've done this, but it's not good. It's not good. Come away from this. This is bullshit, okay? All right, guys. So it's time for me to get going because Captain Marvel is at the movie theater and I want to go see it. So if you would like to contact me, if you want a tarot or an oracle card reading, I'll leave my email. I'll also leave my internet information, my Facebook and my Instagram. If you'd like to send me a love donation, I'll leave my PayPal. If you'd like to send me a gift, I will leave my wish list. And that is all. See you guys later.